It's Thanksgiving. Grandma Hilda's making pozole. So we have about 5 pounds of roast that's cut up into some smaller and bite-sized chunks. And you want to put some good water in there, not tap water. Here's my hand. It's about that tall. And we've already sliced up a huge onion from Costco and an entire clove bunch of the garlics. So that's about how much cups?
10 cups of water.
10 cups of water. We're gonna slow cook so it'll be nice and tender.
Yeah, you bring it to a boil and then you simmer it. Check it at 3 hours.
And then we have the 4 cans of the hominy and the
how
small,
many to taste? However you however much you want in it.
and the small. This is one of the smaller cans. Grabbing the old onion and garlic. It smells so good. Jackson is over here being so patient, right, Jackson?
He doesn't know what's going on.
He wants it. He smells it. He's just losing his mind. Okay, so we're gonna plop some salt. About that much.
About that much.
All right. Okay, so we're just gonna bring that to a boil.
Okay, I'm stirring it so I can see how it's starting to cook. See the meat?
What do you think about that meat?
Red. It's delicious. Look at delicious.
And it's only been a half an hour.
Look, Susie, look at this. Yeah, this meat is so tender. Oh my gosh.
Where did you get it from?
From Staters.
Stater
You
Brothers?
go to the butcher shop. You choose your favorite chuck roast that you like, and then you ask them to cut him up in little pieces for you. And then you go from there.
But we had to cut them more.
Smaller, yeah,
Yeah.
but just having them cut them up some for us, that was a lot of help.
Yeah, that was a lot of work to get it down to some
Right.
decent sizes, and then we cut
Small
it down.
pieces. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to add, you can add whatever you want, the seasonings that you guys like, but I'm putting a little bit of Mexican oregano. Okay, it's been almost an hour, and I brought the meat to a boil, so you have to bring it to a very slow boil. So it's probably 6.5 that you would cook it first, and then it's right now you can see that's like a little foamy. If it gets to be like this, you just kind of scrape it on top like that. And then as soon as it comes to complete boil, then you turn it down to slow boil. So the meat will continue to cook. That's it. And you just keep on stirring it. So it should be coming to a boil here pretty soon.
Okay.
Came here to take more foam out. It's finally bubbling, and it was basically an hour.
That's like a low bubbling right now. A low boil. So we keep removing the foam. Oh, this smells so good, Mom. So good. Mmm.
See how it's boiling now? So you just watch it. This is where you want it to boil, but it starts bubbling really hard. Then you turn it on.
Okay. A boil, so now we gotta turn it down.
Low boil.
We don't want to boil like that, like we just
Right.
saw.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've been getting rid of the foam.
Good.
So this is looking beautiful. Look at that. The foam is not there, but you've got all the little the oily,
Yeah, it's
the
from
natural fat
from
in
the
the
fat.
meat.
Yes.
And it's perfect, like it's beautiful. That's the beaded, beautiful flavor of the fat from the meat. Is just, the broth looks gorgeous right now. It smells so good. And now we're getting that a beautiful simmering boil. Well, that's great. I can't wait to eat it. Happy Thanksgiving to us.
Hi, if you look in there, this is the boiling point where it needs to be just bubbling and still cooking. Okay, it should be like 3 or 4 hours for the meat to get really tender. But you should check it at 3. It all depends on your roast that you got. If it's a tender roast, then it'll probably cook faster. But this is the way it needs to be boiling. Just slow boiling until it's done. And now that we got it to this point, as you can see, it's cooking really good. And see if it needs more salt. Yeah, it needs more salt.
Okay. And you have put no pepper.
No pepper.
No pepper.
No pepper. Now stir it to stir the salt around that you just put in there.
So what are we at timing wise? So it's been an hour and what?
1 hour and a half.
So now it's just going to be this low boil for another hour and a half. The delicious pozole is coming right along. Look at that rich, dark meat broth. Wonderful. Grandma Hilda's got the pan ready so she can get the Hunt's tomato sauce all cooked up. All right, so the oil's where you want it to be.
I put it on medium heat.
Okay, so now we've got the can of tomato sauce.
I want to put it up high so it'll start. You never want to put any straight tomato sauce into anything you cook. You need to fry it up so it takes away that bitter taste of the tomato sauce. Okay, now we're going to pour it into the pozole. Ay!
Ooh, careful.
You blend it in with the rest. Did I get it on me? I don't even know if I did. I didn't feel anything. And you just stir it together.
That looks great, Mom. It still smells so wonderful.
See, there's got lots of liquid in it. So you just kind of pour that, push it down. That's why you don't want to open it all the way. And you pour it. You pour it out. And then you pour that in.
you can see how the hominy is getting in there. And when you stir it, you can kind of see the ratio of the hominy to the meat.
Yeah. So there's
To the liquid also. 'Cause you don't want to put too much hominy.
no. And we're believing that this is the last can. So what I will do is I will leave some of the juice in there, so we can have the taste of the hominy in there also. You don't want to pour it all out.
But it's just a little bit of that liquid.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's see if that... So wait, let's stir it and see if that's enough hominy.
Okay, so now you wait for those to cook together. And that's wait for it to come to a boil, and then you simmer it again to a low boil.
Okay. So the pozole is finished, and the meat is nice and tender. So now, here we go. So we've got a great ratio of the hominy to all the meat. It tastes so good, but it's finished, and Cindy's over here frying up the tortillas, and we've got some lemon and stuff, so we'll squeeze some lemon into our bowl of pozole. Eat it with our fried tostada shells.
Yeah,
That's it. So happy Thanksgiving. This is a great Thanksgiving meal, and I can't wait to eat it. Here it is. Delicious pozole. Squeeze a bit of lemon in there. And our delicious Mexican rice. Mm.